Everybody, I am back again. um, this time showing a little bit of a different game. This is a 3D adventure platformer. If you like Power Wash Simulator, well, picture this in a 3D platformer. It is very therapeutic. We're going to be cleaning up some gunk while clipping through some walls, going out of bounds, jumping up ledges, and just gunking and dunking. So with that, I'm going to be starting the timer on go. So in 3, 2, 1, go. So at the beginning of this game, there's going to be a dialogue sequence that happens. This dialogue sequence is actually timed. I need to get to this wall up here before they finish talking so I can climb up it. Because if they finish talking, it locks me in this walking animation for a minute, losing a ton of time. So I'm going to try to use these environments as ways to get around. So I can get to this wall right here. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Well, so this is the walking animation I was talking about. So the wall clips in this game, just that one itself. The rest of them aren't too bad. They're very finicky. So what we're gonna do, it's not that bad. It's only 28 seconds in. This cutscene allows you to jump up this wall, and this wall allows you to skip a huge portion of the beginning part of the game because you're not supposed to be over there yet. So we're gonna get up there. Sorry about that mess up the first time. It's a little finicky to get. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get up this wall, then we're gonna get over here, and we're gonna clip all the way down. So these are materials that we'll be gathering in this run. We need a certain amount of them to upgrade our boots for sprint, and that's the only upgrade that we're gonna get, is just getting sprint. The rest of it we don't need. So the reason why I'm scanning these flowers and minerals is because there's a bar down there that says next upgrade. Once that bar fills up, we'll have enough experience to unlock our sprint. So I'm not supposed to be here yet. There's supposed to be a ship in the middle, but because I clipped over that wall, the trigger actually hasn't happened yet. But we're gonna force a future trigger by clearing up this gunk, and it'll cause the ship to just spawn out of nowhere.
Hurry up and take it away.
This game is very therapeutic to play just casually. I don't know, something about getting rid of the gunk is just really fun. Alright, once we're done clearing up these piles, there's going to be a cutscene trigger that happens. We're going to skip it, and we're going to make our way over here, and I'm going to fall while holding back so we don't face plant, and I'm going to start gathering resources.
Lights on, Pumpkin.
These resources are going to allow us to upgrade our boots for sprint. So far, so good.
I never.
Alright, the next one right up here, we're going to scan this last plant, and it should level us up.
That foreman didn't even listen. I warned her.
Collect last 5, and then make our way up. So now that we have all except these last 3 ingredients right here, that's all the resource gathering we'll do in this game. That's it. So now the rest of it's just platforming and getting through. So I'm going to clip up this wall and then drop down right here with a nice little face plant so we can get down here faster, skipping an entire cutscene, saving a lot of time. We're going to upgrade, and now I have sprint, so I won't need to jump anywhere anymore, because sprinting is our actual fastest form of movement.
I wonder.
What's up with your attention span?
We're going to head back up here, and the reason why we're doing that is because usually you'd have to grab a seed and create this plant that gets you up here, but by us clipping over the wall, we can just get straight up to the plant.
Sweet, a shortcut.
So we're going to clear this gunk right here because there's this little gunk web blocking our way, and the only way this disappears is if we get rid of all the gunk in the area. There we go. So with that gunk gone, we'll make our way to the next gunk web. The thing about the gunk web over here, though, is that you don't actually need to destroy this one because you can clip through it by jumping on this rock and going straight through that little hole.
I'll head back to you. Promise.
As we head into the next area, we're going to have a coyote time movement where we're going to manipulate the small amount of coyote time we get in this game to jump over that
You'd
gap.
understand if you're seeing what I'm seeing. The gunk's eating everything here. Come see for yourself.
On an empty stomach.
So I'm clearing up this gunk because we need to grow the plants in this area to grow a seed for us.
There is some more chance
This
of energy.
seed is very, very valuable to us, especially in the speed run. If you mess up this seed, it's not great. I'll tell you that much. So we're gonna take our time to make sure we don't mess up our seed. Okay, there's one.
Some of these plants might make a nice stew.
I'm gonna jump on this
me to
rock
bring
right here
some
so I
back
don't
for
face plant, because each face plant wastes 4 seconds.
Jumbo
And we're gonna take this
Find a pack of
seed
flour or a tin of coffee.
all the way to the next area. You are not
All
supposed to
right,
do
keep an
this.
eye out, but
This
don't get
actually
real
saves time in the long run because one of the areas we're going to be coming up to has a ton of gunk that you're supposed to clean. But if you take this seed from the previous area, you can actually use it in the next area, saving yourself a ton of time. All right, through the cave we go. We're going to pick up the seed again and just keep throwing it.
All right, bring it on.
So you can actually hear enemies spawning behind me, but we're not going to fight the enemies just yet. We'll fight plenty of them, but just not yet. So what we're doing right here is we're trying to clip against the wall in just a precise way, so it allows us to
Hey,
maneuver
Ronnie,
up it.
I had Kurt get a water sample from the river.
So if you throw this seed in any kind of water substance, you lose yourself a ton of time because the seed disappears and you no longer have it, which means that area I was talking about with all the gunk you have to clean up, you now have to clean up all of that. So this is the most dangerous part of the seed area because,
I don't get a proper meal
once
and
again,
I'm
like
gonna
I
freak
said,
out.
if it falls in the water,
Risk of heading back.
it's a done deal.
I'm following an
Okay,
animal, and
seed's
it's
done.
the most beautiful creature I've ever seen.
So we're gonna throw the seed over there, and we're done with it.
Every time I hear it dance, it's gonna...
Do a little side hop so we can grab onto that ledge. All the gunk's cleared, and now this plant will start to drop, but we can actually climb on top of it and jump over. So with that seed, like I said, instead of
There you
clearing
are.
all this gunk,
That.
there we go, we just skipped the whole area.
I wish you wouldn't run from me.
Otherwise, you'd have to get rid of all of this stuff. But, yep. Quick little save. So we're heading into a little combat arena where there's going to be a bunch of aliens that are spawning.
Bex?
We need to kill 4 of them to gather 4
damn it.
alien ingredients so we can get our laser cannon thing that we use for puzzles.
Hey, leave it alone, you little turd. Scram!
Okay, that's 3. We're gonna throw him in the water, and that's 4. Oh! Okay, that was super weird. It just, like, didn't want to jump. No biggie. So this right here, we're gonna use coyote time as to the pretty much brink. There we go, we got it. You have to push it to its absolute limit on the coyote time to get that jump. Instead of using the yellow ledges to pull yourself up, wasting a couple seconds, we're going to use the rocks to get ourselves up, skipping the entire animation. All right, done with the beast area. Now we head into our next trick where we have to manipulate grass contact, like the hitbox, the grass, to boost
Whoa,
ourselves up onto a
that thing
wall.
is massive.
So let's see if we can get it.
Hey, Hex, looks like we're not the first intelligent life on this rock after
First
all.
try, by the way,
I
which is
mean,
incredibly
there's structures
insane
all over
because
this
that is a
area.
very hard trick to pull off.
Yeah. There were definitely people.
We're gonna scan that, skip the
Should be able
cutscene.
to modify
So
the
with
glow.
that all done,
Okay.
we bypassed a
I'm heading
lot
back
of
to
the
camp.
area where there's actually a whole dialogue cutscene and everything.
Find a good spot for putting down
And
the signal.
by scanning that rock really soon, we can actually come up here before she's done talking to prepare to lay down our fast travel, which is really nice because it does save you a little bit of time. We're going to access fast travel and go back to the ship. So the reason why we collected those alien parts was because of that right there. I know you didn't get to see what I just did, but I upgraded my arm, my robotic arm, so now it can actually shoot robotic laser beam type things to open up
Alright,
doors for
Let's
us.
try this.
Just like that. Let's go. So now that we have our alien tech hand, there's going to be a little bit more puzzles with those buttons that we're going to be shooting, such as the one coming up right here.
Why did they disappear?
I love how
Do you think
beautiful
there
this
was a
game is. I can get
war?
lost in the scenery for quite a
Maybe it was
while.
us.
If I had the graphics all the way up,
Humans.
it is just really beautiful. But I play on the lowest setting, just because I don't want any frame issues. And plus there's an elevator later in the game that we're still not sure if it solves any issues with it, but for some reason it loses a lot of frames on that elevator, and we just try everything we can to... why is it not picking you up? He was like immune to my vacuum for some reason. Okay, so right here there's going to be a disc. I'm going to jump on top of it to hit this invisible little square. If I can get it, there we go. Okay. It's very hard to get because it's such a precise area that you have to clip into to get on top of that to jump onto the pillar. In this area, I'm going to do a quick save because there's a soft lock that happens if you mess up the trick. So to make sure we don't lose any time, we're going to do a quick save. And there was no soft lock. We did it. Good deal. But that's just a backup just in case.
Bex? I think I know where the
So this is the
river
polluted
comes
lake.
from. What an
This area
awful
actually has quite a lot of tricks that we're going to be doing that manipulates the environment to get us out of bounds and other things.
Sure thing.
This was a trick I
Supposed to do
recently
some
found right
cleaning up.
here, where if you
Oh,
shoot this,
lake
pick
feels
it up,
promising.
place it. Come on, get up there before it explodes. Oh, okay, well, let's try it again. There we go. I just ended up not getting to the point in time before it exploded. Sometimes the environment will let you up it, sometimes it won't. So we're heading into the south path, and this is what's going to allow us to get out of bounds. There's this little pillar right here. We're going to jump
What a
against it.
trace of life.
Come on.
Like they just up and left.
There we go. Now that we're up here, we're going to make a few precise jumps, and now we're out of bounds. This actually saves a lot of time in this area, as you can skip a lot of the puzzles that use explosive bombs, and the explosive bombs are timed. So instead of having to wait for them to explode, you can just climb up here and then make your way through.
There's another word that's missing in the text, though. The computer suggested translates to garden. Or maybe gardener?
I wish the computer would work faster. Can't wait to see the whole
Nice.
picture.
Okay. Made it over. Let's go. I love the out-of-bounds skip. It's really hard to pull off because you have to jump against that pillar in a precise way, and you also have to rhythm match your A as well, so you don't jump too fast or too slow, so you can clip onto the environment. Okay, with that done, we got our first part of the bridge activated. We're going to turn our camera, so when we skip this cutscene, we can automatically aim onto this. So south path is done, and now we're going to head into the north path. North path has a couple skips as well. We're going to be using environmental clipping. This game has a lot of environmental clipping where the developers, I guess, didn't see that there was a lot of jagged edges that we were just able to climb
I
on.
think they value beauty.
But for a speedrun, it's really nice.
It's just a feeling. These ruins have something.
Drop down.
aesthetic
Once
about
again,
them.
what I was talking about, just a
Like
lot
they
of
were
edges
built
that we
not
shouldn't be able to
just for
jump on,
function.
but we are able to.
Reminds me of how they built a pipe through here.
I'm pretty shocked. We lost that time in the beginning of the game due to the failed wall jump, but we've caught up on a lot of it already. Alright, so this is North Path. North Path has a wall on the left side that we used to jump up and grab that bomb, but we don't need to grab that bomb anymore as this wall is actually clippable.
Baby. My expertise is in
I
hauling
sat
stuff
playing
across
this
the
game
galaxy.
for hours upon hours, and I ran into every wall you could possibly imagine for hours, seeing if I could, if I could clip up every wall.
I'm all for it.
I know. Find time to go home, get rich, but also space exploration.
All right, we're gonna go out of bounds again.
Hey, Bex, do the inscriptions mention anything about who this
Nice.
fellow
That
is
was
by any
so
chance?
nice. Clutch. I almost fell. Yeah, this game is super fun. I highly recommend you guys try it out. If you have Game Pass, it's also on Game Pass. I've showcased 2 games tonight that
Nothing we can't
you
handle.
have that service. You can play right. This game is just fun just to destroy the Gunk.
Hey, another signal spike. The closer you get to the other side.
All right, we are done with the bridge, and we are actually on a really good pace. Even though I did mess up the beginning with that one wall
No
clip that
traces of
kind of
machinery.
got butchered, we're only like 20 seconds behind. So we still have plenty of time to make that up in the ending boss fight, because I always have terrible ending boss fights in this game.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
gonna
read that
precisely
too.
jump on
That's
that
the
tree
sort
trunk.
of
If you
feeling I
mess
get
up that
from
tree
this
trunk,
place.
you'll still faceplant, wasting 4 seconds, and there's also a risk that when you hit it, you can actually soft lock. Really annoying. Oh, it knocked me off this time. Usually I run across the railing so I don't get the weird camera thing where it goes up and down like that. But I don't know why the camera pushes it up and down.
You're not getting lost, are you? Don't forget to set a beacon.
And now we head into the Gunk Tower. Okay, on max graphics, this game is so... Came for the Gunk, stay for the funk. This is so visually appealing. If you put this game on high graphics and look at this tower, it is so beautiful.
Bex? Bex, are you there? Mother
It is just so cool to look at.
Lord.
Welcome to the Gunk Tower, guys. It's the gunkiest of the Gunk Tower. We're gonna climb it as fast as we can. So this part is really dangerous as there's a lot of gunk around you. That means that there's no healing points. So we're gonna be taking intentional damage in a no healing area. I know, sounds really risky, because it is.
Bonnie, stay focused.
So right here, just because we're on a marathon, I'm actually gonna wait to make sure I set it up properly. We're gonna tightrope walk on this pipe while we absorb this gunk. And then we're gonna jump, and it's gonna allow us to get up here when we're not supposed to be up here.
I wish I could ask Bex for some advice. She'd tell me to
And then we're
just
gonna
climb
try
up
to
there and take
stay
a look
on
at
the
that glowing
ledge
thing.
and keep absorbing this
Instead of
gunk.
talking to myself
And
like
we're gonna
an idiot.
try to outrun our screen being eaten by the gunk. Woo! Okay, we made it through.
Damn, this hostile gunk. Good thing I've got my mouse on.
I have a specific pattern on how to destroy these guys, so I can get them before they spawn another alien. There we go. If you don't do that pattern, they'll spawn another alien, which just wastes you time, and you don't want that. Perfect.
Back into the fray.
We're gonna have 4 blobs spawn. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Oh, we didn't get the 4th one. Okay, we got the 4th one now. We don't need to worry about the 5th one right now. He can stay behind us. Okay, well now he's being an issue. Usually you can outrun the 5th one, but sometimes he just gets a little bit more speed than usual. Okay, we made it up the Gunk Tower. I'm gonna damage boost through this wall of
We're
gunk.
getting close.
I'm gonna absorb a little bit of it, and then we're just gonna damage boost straight through it. It's hard to see where you're going, but once you've done it enough times, it's really nice. So this is actually my favorite skip coming up. I love this skip. So I'm gonna angle myself over here on this path, and once she says the word chart, I'm gonna drop.
Went right off the chart.
I know, right? It was like this mega gunk, and I was.
Okay.
There was.
So not only did we climb it, we just dropped like a brick all the way to the bottom. But you have to grab onto that rope. Otherwise, you just hit the ground, and it's not great. But we actually got the rope.
Decoded the text. Listen. Our lives were nothing but
All right, off through this beautiful land we go. We're going to make our way into the alien cave system, which I absolutely love the cave system. Usually I'm not a huge fan of
sounds like
bleak
poetry.
cave areas,
The guys
but
must need
the
energy, right?
the ruins that you go through are just really fun.
that the gardener made the energy flow. So they did make use
Oop.
of it. That's good news for us.
Oh, what the? Okay, well, for some reason my bullet went through the plant.
There might be a way through here.
All right, through the cave system we go.
Damn, tight space.
So in this cave system, you're following this pipe of energy. The reason why you're going after this energy is because you are a space scavenger, and this energy is actually worth a ton
This
of
place
money.
really did open
So
up,
you
like
and your
a whole system of caves.
Just don't get lost.
okay, well, I don't know what just happened, but you and your partner are trying to gather this energy source because it's going to be a big
Lights on.
payday for you.
can barely
So
see my
we're
hand in
going
front
through
of
this
me.
cave to try to find the source of power, which is why we even landed on this planet to begin with.
Me? I've never broken a bone in my life.
Well, you just
We got a little skip right here. I'm gonna jump onto this rock. It's gonna lead me straight over, allowing us to go through a small portion, but a pretty significant portion of the cave. And now we're heading into the ruins, one of my favorite areas. So this area actually has a skip that saves 4 minutes. I can continuously repeat it until I get it, but we're just gonna hope I get it first try. It's called Lower Mind Skip, and I'll explain it more when we get there. But that is the one factor that allows us to get a sub 1 hour. Alright, gonna absorb this gunk while this cutscene's going on. I can't do anything because it's a forced camera, which, you know, everybody loves forced cameras.
I can't get through the same way, though. Get rid of this gunk.
Perfect. Keep absorbing. So once we're done with this little room, we're actually going to cross some pretty big skips. We have Invisible Mushroom Skip, we have Lower Mind Skip, and a couple other ones. Okay, Gunk is cleared. We're going to pull on this lever and try to aim our screen right at that yellow dot where our aimer would be. Perfect. That'll open the door for us, and we're going to get on this elevator. I'm going to turn my camera while I run so I can shoot this. If you jump while an elevator is rising, it'll actually give you a height boost, so you can launch yourself up. There's actually a skip that we do using elevator momentum.
So did that drone.
Alright, through the dungeon we go, I guess like the ruins. We're going to jump on an invisible
All
mushroom.
I cared about was the pipe.
There we go. Okay.
Would be nice to know what it
Jump over this gunk wall, and we just completely skipped most of the lower mines.
The only other way out of
It's,
the room is locked.
yeah.
Should be a counterweight around somewhere.
A lot of environmental clipping I'm pretty sure the developers were not aware of.
All right.
I'm back in the locked
Once again, we're going to try to pull this lever and aim.
That did it.
Oh my god, we got it. I thought I missed that. Woo! Nice. Sniper over here. Okay, I'm sweating now because we are now at the lower mine skip. And as I just said recently, lower mine skip is the hardest skip and also is the biggest time save. So messing it up is not an option. We need to get it. So I'm going to absorb this gunk. I'm going to have 2 blobs appear while I'm doing this, and it's going to get rid of this gunk gate, and then we'll be on lower mine skip. And I'll try to explain the best I can. Okay, so right here, once this gate's gone, we're going to use this bomb to blow open this door. Once we get this door open, there's going to be a gunk web that we're going to stand on a small, like, it is literally the smallest square right there. I can't believe I just got it. Okay, so once we get through here, this is called lower mine skip. We're going to destroy this turret, and we're going to get rid of a certain pattern of gunk. We're going to leave the gunk to my right side on the ground while we absorb everything else. And you'll see why. So there's these mushrooms that grow out of the ground once the room is clear of gunk. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, didn't get it. That's okay, we'll do it again.
Haven't seen one of those.
So those mushrooms grow out of the ground, and you're supposed to clip on top of them as they spawn, and it saves you 4
I'm gonna make
minutes.
my move.
So we'll do it one more time. Why is it not working? Oh my god, please stop doing that to me. I don't know what's going on, but my hitbox is just not clipping into the mushroom. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to have to go through the lower mines, and that really blows, because that's going to go over my estimate. I don't mean to do that. I just do not know why the mushroom is kicking me off, and it's not supposed to. I'm getting the perfect setup, it's just... Oh my god, we got it. Okay, we got it. We got it.
This looks good as new.
I was starting to stress for a second, but we got it. So I can't even tell you how hard that skip is. You have to pinpoint on the exact pixel where it's going to spawn upwards, and you jump at 3 different frames, and I think it's like 2 frames per jump that you get. So it's almost like 3 frame perfect tricks in a row. And we got it. Let's go. I'm so excited for this. Because now I get to do the faceplant skip. So right here, after we get past that part, we're going to reach this elevator that's going to lead us to the alien quarry, where we need to unleash an alien to unlock a key.
We should be glad there's no competition.
So I'm going to try to get a certain pattern. One of these gunk is going to come over the well right before I reach it. Perfect. Okay, and then we come over here.
These nasty things again.
Get this pattern. Perfect. Okay, the reason why we want to do that is we want that green orb to be as close to that button as possible. If you get it close to the button, it'll immediately allow you to shoot it, saving yourself quite a bit of time. So right here, I'm going to be doing this in a certain pattern. I'm going to destroy that gunner first, take out this gunk, and then take out this gunner. And I'm going to absorb this part of the gunk, turn around, and we're going to close it in on the middle. Perfect. And then right here, I'm going to use the momentum of the elevator to get this skip. Perfect. Able to go straight over the door into the alien quarry. Usually you'd have to go through a little forced walking cutscene to get over here. But if you jump right at the very end of the elevator and angle yourself onto that rock, you can get over.
No, of course not. The signal's still strong, right?
You kidding? It's pounding louder than my heart.
All right, alien quarry time. So with alien quarry, you're supposed to climb all the way down this shaft, but I found a neat little trick by messing around in this game for a while, and I like to call it faceplant skip. So by saving and quitting as I faceplant into the ground, it allows me to get down to the bottom of the pit. So now we're down here. We didn't have to do any of the cave. It's all good. Okay, bye-bye. That saves an incredible amount of time as it skips an entire puzzle room. Actually, like 5 puzzle rooms. Holy crap, there's so many puzzle rooms that this little, like, cavern has. But with that 2 face plants, you just overcome it. All right, now we're going to fight the mini-boss. So with this mini-boss, what we're going to do is we're going to stand in front of this rock, let him charge into it, go around him, shoot him in the butt. Do it again right here. Get him to run into that rock. Shoot him in the butt. And then one more time, right in the rock. And with him defeated, we're going to walk on over. And we're done with the alien quarry. We are now on endgame, guys. We are moving into the very final part of the game called the garden.
Going to the garden
We
to
have,
end all of this.
I cannot
I think I saw it
believe
before. I just need to cross the
in a marathon setting, this game has been going so well. This is the first time it's ever premiered in a marathon, and I'm happy to showcase all of the tricks. Oh, how did I find that? Okay, so I've been glitch hunting for a long time, and I always try tricks I've found in other games and new games that I try. And so I was like, well, I know some games allow save warping, so maybe this game allows save warping. So I face planted into the ground, and I saved, and then I reloaded, and it worked. And that's how I found it. Just trying stuff that works in other games. And it was great, because it wasn't even in that spot that I found it. I was actually at this area where I found it, because I thought jumping off of the cliff and then save warping would be faster. I was so wrong. But one of the people in my chat named Eternal Lurker was like, why don't you use it in the alien quarry? And I was like, the alien quarry? So I sat there for like a good couple hours trying to pinpoint exactly where I could fall,
Harry, I've
and it
reached
worked,
some sort of
saving
bridge.
tons of time.
Am
Okay,
I going
so
the
right
right
here
way?
we're going to do another skip where the collision on items are supposed to be gone, but for some reason
Great.
on this...
I just need to
Okay,
find a way
well,
up.
if I wouldn't have failed my jump. For some reason, on this one rope, the collision still works, even though it's not supposed to, allowing you to skip that area by climbing up it. So actually, this is the cliff I jumped off to find the save glitch. But once again, we don't do that. We just go down here now. It's much faster than reloading the game. One of the other runners, there's one other runner in this game that was doing it really consistently, and now he doesn't run anymore.
This is a good spot
He
for a
found this
beacon.
trick where if you go up in the corner, aim
Guess I
your
gotta get
gun,
both of these open.
and then shoot, you can shoot through these locked gates. Boom, okay. All done. Absolutely crazy. You're supposed to go through 2 separate areas and do 2 giant puzzles to unlock the gates,
Maybe I can make my
but
own
you can just
path.
angle your camera and shoot through them. There's only been 2 runners on this game. Well, there's been 3 runners, but the
Harry,
first
where
runner
does
didn't
this
actually find any
nasty
clips,
gunk
glitches,
fit
or anything
into
like
all
that.
of this?
But me and Mr. 00, I don't know if you guys ever heard where they say that there's someone in the world doing the same thing as you at the very same time. Me and Mr. 00, without knowing each other,
doing all
we've
this
never
damage
talked,
and
never been to their stream. We started running this game on the same day without just not even knowing. It just ended up being fate. And we ended up trading world record back and forth like 7 to 8 times until he just eventually stopped streaming. But between me and him, we dropped the run from 1 hour and 36 minutes, and I think right now my best time is at 54. So the fact that we were able to drop it by almost an entire hour between me and him finding a bunch of exploits, absolutely insane. All right, so this is the Gunk, the second Gunk bridge. It leads into what they call the garden. The garden leads to the last boss. This place used to have a bunch of different puzzles, but thanks once again to me and Mr. 00, there's no more puzzles in this ending part. We're just going to be doing a lot of collision skipping and environmental skips.
All right, here we go.
All right. Woo! I love this game. This is my favorite game to run. I don't even know why. I think it's just fun to play. Regardless of how many times I run this game, something about jumping over the walls, clipping through things, cleaning up the gunk, it is just such a satisfying run. All right, so
That elevator shaft seems
this
like a good
is
bet
the
on where to
Gunk
head next.
Tower, the second
Everyone
Gunk
loves
Tower.
putting
It's
important stuff
technically
at
the
the
original
top.
Gunk Tower. At
Gotta
the
be
very
a way to
top is called
access
the
it around here
Garden, where the
somewhere.
alien waits. We're supposed to
So
be making
neat
our way
and
up there,
tidy.
and we're going to,
Funny.
but it's
If I
not
had
going to
seen
be the
this place
final
when you first
time
arrived
that we
here,
end up at this tower.
would've considered it
Something
beautiful.
happens during the boss fight, and you have to come back here, and you'll see that.
Harry?
I'm going to be manipulating a way to wiggle waggle, as I like to call it. You just you wiggle your character as fast as you can while
Place
clicking
is an
A.
energy mine.
You're not supposed to be able to
Wait,
jump in
bigger.
forced walking
The other
animations,
mines must
but
push
if
their
I
energy
wiggle,
through here too.
I'm able to climb up there, and I'm not supposed to be able to do that.
Pants if she saw this. Bex, could you please just answer?
Up the tower we go.
Everything okay?
Just
I'm going to try to angle myself right. During this cutscene, you can still move, and I'm going to try to get through this tunnel while the cutscene's playing.
don't waste my time.
Nice. I end up getting partway through the tunnel.
Stubborn, pig-headed.
Love that.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, guys. I actually have about 2 minutes now of a. It's not even 2 minutes. It's probably like about a minute and 30 seconds of an elevator ride where I don't have to do anything. This is a good time for me to rest my hands. And if you guys have any questions about the run, you guys can ask them, and I have time to read chat. Thank you all for being here. Totally appreciate it. Thank you, Tora, for letting me run 4 different games in your marathon. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you, thank you.
And I just can't believe you set out on this crazy mission without my consent. We're supposed to be a
This is actually the area that we play on
How
low
can we
settings
be a
for,
team
because
if you
you're
don't
going to start
trust
seeing
me?
some frame drops happen.
Why should I trust you when you keep messing up the
Thank
plan?
you so much. I
We didn't
appreciate
come
you.
here on a
Thank you.
rescue mission. We came here to
They're just
survive,
bickering and
to get
fighting.
things straightened out, but you're twisting everything up.
It's been really fun. I am not going to showcase these games. They got into other marathons that are coming up in September, but I wasn't expecting to showcase these until then. I'm really happy that it ended up not being that way. I feel like more people need to know about these games. They're an absolute blast, and they're so unheard of.
Bex, the radio's cutting off.
You're not gonna.
I usually just walk around in circles on here as the elevator rises.
Bex,
There's not much else to do right here.
damn it.
Okay, so we're at the very top of the elevator. I'm going to be looking for an open door, which is right here, and I'm going to jump at the very top of my elevator, right? Ooh, okay. So if I have my graphics set to ultra, you can actually shoot. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Great for my hands. If you have the graphics setting to ultra, you can actually snipe the button that's right up there, that yellow dot. You can snipe it from the very bottom of the stairs. And that I love doing that during runs. If I have my
There sure is a
ultra
lot of
setting on,
gunk out
I'll
there.
try my best to snipe it. I have it on low, so I can only do it from a certain distance. Okay,
All right.
so this is the final boss, but we don't fight him just yet. He's gonna just try to intimidate us with a laser. Watch this. It goes actually through. He wants to hurt you so bad, he launches it through your eyeball. One second. Yeah. Oh, it was going to my forehead this time. Usually it's a little bit lower.
This is not going well.
Okay, moving on. So this is the gunkiest of the gunk walks. It's the gunk of shame. You got beat up by the boss and got shoved down a pipe and ended up inside of the wasteland, breaking your mask and losing contact with your partner and the ship, and you have no idea where you're at. So now you got to wander this wasteland with pretty much a broken leg and a messed up visor, and it forces you to walk the entire time. But if I mash A really quick at the very beginning, I can get 2 jumps off. Y'all ready for the hype? 2 jump hype? 2 jump hype. Here we go.
Damn.
We're gonna hopefully get 2.
Broken.
Otherwise, we're just walking.
That damn. Bex,
Okay, I'm mashing really hard.
please be there, Bex.
Can I get the jumps?
Guess it's just us now.
Oh, I got the 2 jumps. Okay, and now we walk. all that for breaking my wrist to get 2 jumps off. It saves like literally a millisecond. So in this area, you're
hope
actually
she's okay.
dying slowly. There's a
need to get back
green
to
meter
camp.
on your backpack. I'm
Can't
not
stay
sure
here
if you
with
guys
the
have
vaulted
noticed
here.
that, but that's actually your health meter. Instead of it displaying on your screen, it displays on your backpack, which I think is very immersive. Instead of cluttering up your HUD, they actually make it part of your character. Shout out to Dead Space for making that a thing. Health pack backpacks, worth it, love it. 2-jump hype. So the gimmick of this area is that there's these green pools of energy I'm supposed to be walking towards to heal, but I'm able to skip a couple of them without dying, so I'm going to skip the first couple of them, and then I'm going to heal. I'm also going to try to slide on walls as much as possible, because sliding on walls is actually faster than regular walking, as it kind of pushes your momentum forward.
Back up, she'll be there, right, Pumpkin?
Also, can everybody say hi to Bob and Rob? We got Bob the Blob and his brother Rob. They're going to follow us for a moment. We can't fight them, but they want to be around us for some odd reason. And they want to cover our entire screen.
What was I even thinking? Stupid. The gardener has all the
Hi,
power
Bob and
in the
Rob.
world.
Yeah,
How do you fight
they're very
against
hungry for
that?
my flesh, but for some reason I can outlimp them, which you wouldn't think would be a thing. You would think they would be able to outfly my slow, limping self, but nope.
Was that
The Blobby
dust bunny?
Blobs.
No.
The
No,
Blobby
no, no,
Blob
no, no.
brothers.
Keep
Okay,
calm,
so this is
Ronnie.
our first healing
Could've been
point.
anything,
I've
a
skipped the rest of
comet,
them,
a
but
reflection.
now we're actually going to destroy these blobs.
Do that. Not my Bex. No
And
way.
once the healing starts, I'm going to start mashing A like a madman, so I can start getting random jumps in, because you're not supposed to be able to jump through here. But if I mash A as I'm healing, for some reason I can jump. I do not know why.
I guess this is the future of this place.
So if
These
you
patches
walk
of life will
forward,
be swallowed
they'll
up by
just
the
smash you into oblivion. But if you lazily
Something,
go to
Pumpkin?
the left,
We
they
should've
won't
just gone
attack you.
Straight home.
Something about
Sick of
strafing
cleaning
in
up
video
after me.
games, enemies are just like, oh
When
god,
I
he's so
crashed
quick.
that transit
We
shuttle
can't
and
get
she
him.
Took the blame, or when she stayed with me all night after I lost my arm. I'd still be paying
Also,
my way
if you
out of
guys
that
can't
contract
tell,
if it wasn't for her.
she's having a mental breakdown right now as she's going through this area. She's not having a good time. Get some more jumps in. Nice. Nice. Okay, that was actually a lot of
This
jumps.
must
I'm
lead
happy with that.
Somewhere to another mine or back to the garden. At least it's a direction.
All right, we are almost done with this area. It's the
That's
slowest part of the game, but we're at the final part. We gotta walk towards the moon, and then we're gonna get saved, and then we go fight the final boss. We are almost there.
I hope there's something here.
That's why I call this the Gunk of the Walk of Shame, the
Poor
Walk of
thing,
Gunk. It's
shriveled.
just
Everything
so
else around.
slow.
And we're so close to that end.
It's the final countdown. Yeah, 100%. It's the final countdown on my hands tonight. I feel like carpal tunnel is in my future. All right, we're almost to the top of the mountain. We're almost there. And then we're going to start the final part. So we're going to head back to the garden, but we're going to take a different path into the garden, making us do a bunch of puzzle areas. But as I stated earlier, there is no more puzzle areas because we found skips for every single one of them. And we also found a way to despawn the mini-boss as well. So you don't even need to fight the mini-boss because you can just despawn him. Carpal Gunk. We're gunking and dunking, carpal gunking. Welcome to the Gunky Gunk and then the Gunky Bunch. All right, here we go. We're gonna get saved. We got saved.
Good thing I set a beacon back in the old city.
What's funny is if you don't set a beacon back in the old city, she'll still say, I set a beacon back in the old city. She's a dirty
I
liar.
know it won't be the same once we're done here.
So I found a cool little trick for this final area. You're gonna get attacked and swarmed by a bunch of blobs. So the other runner Double O does it blind. Like, what a Chad. He actually goes in blind and has his whole screen covered in gunk. You can't see a single thing. It is Gunkin' Donuts. Okay, you win. Anyway, the other runner goes in blind and he has his whole screen covered in gunk. I found a different way of doing this, which I find is much safer. And doesn't actually have a chance of getting you killed. If you walk on the very edge of this bridge, the gunk will actually come to you, because its trigger is actually on the very edge.
Damn it.
So if I stay right here,
Bex?
as you can see, it'll start to creep up on me and try to murder me. I'm gonna give it a second. Okay, I'm gonna lure it over again. Got it. Okay. Okay, now picture this area, but your entire screen is covered in gunk. And that's what the other runner does. Yeah, no thank you. Not happening. Okay, so we are in the final part of the game. The garden. The actual real garden.
I'm getting there.
So the point of this is we're supposed to be shutting down the force fields to make it back up the elevator, as the gunk has spread up the elevator and has left webs blocking it off, so it doesn't work anymore. So we have to break down force fields and then go up certain paths to get rid of the gunk, but we're not going to do that because we're going to skip it all.
Good thing I have Harry's key code. Bingo! I'm in, Bex.
So I got to pull 3 levels to drop these force fields. I'm going to pull all 3 of them, get rid of the red screens, and then we're going to do a bunch of skips. Okay, that's the second one. Moving our way to the third one. A little bit of jumping right there. Okay, here's the third one. I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to mash. Whoa, that was weird. It wasn't pulling the orb. Okay, I'm going to mash Y so it skips the cutscene. And since I'm already turned around, I can just hold X and continue running. So a cool little find by Double O is coming up. There's this area where you actually have to clear out gunk to proceed, but he actually found a way to manipulate the gunk to where you don't need to do that. Okay, perfect. So right here, you're supposed to clear up this entire wall and then the wall next to it. But if you jump up here, if I can actually go up there, and jump in this corner, you'll just slide straight through. Amazing design. We're going to clear up all the gunk in this area to get rid of those webs blocking the windows. And that's going to lead us back into the same area that had the elevator that we went up to get to the final boss. So once this is cleared up, I'm going to get stuck in the console for a second.
Damn it. Blocked. Time for some cleaning, pumpkin.
I'm going to attempt a really risky strat. I'm just going to do it. I knew that wasn't going to work. It doesn't waste me any time, but I just want to see if I can get it. Oh, wow. I just failed even though I have full control of my camera, so I'm just really bad. Oh my god, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'm really bad. Okay, there we go.
All right. Time to plant this thing.
So you're not supposed to fail 3 times in a row right there, but I did. You're supposed to just get it the first try. Oh, I walked up the... Okay. I am throwing this seed in all the worst areas. What a sentence I just said.
I am not letting
So we have 2 turrets shooting at us, and we're going to try to stay behind these rocks so they can't actually hurt us. Come on. Get in my hand. There we go. Throw our seed up there. And then we're going to try to destroy him.
I can just find something to plant here.
I thought that just glitched out. It like stood on top of the pool for a minute and I was like, That's sketch. So this is the final part of the game. We are finally at the elevator. We're gonna make our way up to the boss. We just have to make it all the way to the top now. But because of all of the puzzle skips, it's actually a very fast area. So you don't actually need to absorb all the gunk. You can leave some of it floating in the air and it'll actually destroy itself.
Up we go.
First try hype? Yeah, first try hype for sure. I didn't just eat crap 3 times in a row.
You ready, Bex?
So this part coming up, I'm going to try to despawn the mini boss. It is kind of tricky because of how you do it is you have to plan. Yes, plan. You have to kind of predict what the game's going to do, which you know is always really fun.
Not the sort of
Any kind of
company I was
game.
hoping for.
It's going to drop a sack on the ground, kind of like how these aliens are spawning. And I have to find it before it hatches and get rid of it, which doesn't always work out. Okay, where's that? Alright, that's the first layer of the elevator down. Now we're going to move up to the second. And I'm going to look up and I'm going to try to find a certain
Way to go.
platform that I have to jump on before I get up there. And it's right here. So we need to come over here. Okay, I didn't even
Guess
know
I'll
that.
have to make a detour before I can
You know
go
what,
on.
guys? I'm tired. I'm just gonna chalk it up to I'm tired. So you're not supposed to fall off the elevator twice. We're gonna make our way over here, and we're gonna destroy this one turret, and we're gonna wait till the mushrooms behind us grow, and then we're gonna try to make our way up here and jump up them before that guy snipes us off. That's much harder than it looks, but we did it in one try, so hey. Okay, well, yup. What am I doing? Let go.
Okay.
I love myself right now.
Let's do this.
I'm just missing all of the simple tricks.
Ooh, better watch my step.
It's like in a basketball game when they go to shoot for the hoop, but they just whiff it hardcore, just nothing but air. He was out of the marathon. GG's, good run. Yep, 100%. I'm out. So here's the despawn area. This nest up here is gonna drop a sack on the ground, and it's gonna spawn the mini boss. We're gonna try to figure out where it's gonna drop from. Got it.
Crap!
Okay.
Do not let it knock me off this platform. It's a long way down.
Oh no! 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 Aha! He tried to spawn again, but we're not letting that happen. Okay, we despawn the mini boss. All you have to do is break his sack. I need to look for another platform right here.
If I stay here,
So
I'm
with this
done for.
platform, you're supposed to actually take a whole alternate route.
Okay. Game
But
on.
once again, this is another vine that for some reason has collision when it shouldn't have collision. Like, it just shouldn't be possible with what we're about to do here. But we're gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna jump up here. Got it. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to grab a seed, and you're supposed to grow a mushroom below that vine so you can grab onto it. But with just a precise jump off that tree trunk, your character has just enough height to grab onto the very bottom of the hitbox. You can actually see you don't even really grab onto the vine. It grabs onto something and then hovers you upwards. So I think I'm going to go over my time a little bit. I know it says 55 minutes, but I'm 3 runs deep. My hands are a little tired. I've messed up a few tricks. We messed up the mine trick twice, which did cost a little bit of time. But we're at the very final part of the game, which should only be another minute. So hopefully I don't mess this up and we're done fairly soon. Oh, did he just like glitch out and slide across the ground? Also, if you don't destroy all the gunk in a certain thing, it'll actually turn invisible sometimes and becomes really hard to see. Okay, here we go. Final boss. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow, that's.
I'm doing my best. I'm hurrying. I'm
Sure
hurrying.
doesn't look happy. Wish I had my mask.
Panic mode engaged. We need to get this speed run done quick. I'm gonna actually do some risky strats and damage boost through a bunch of gunk that I don't think I'm supposed to be damage boosting through, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, yeah, I don't even know if that was supposed to be a thing,
Okay.
but we just saved
Let's
some
do
time.
this.
I'm going. I'm going.
Can't just brush in.
Okay, so this is the final boss fight. We're back here again, but we're gonna have a little twist. I'm gonna come over here and activate this thing with a key. Run over to this lever, and I'm gonna try to pull it before he's done shooting his laser beam. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go to the right side of him, and we're going to destroy one. Oh, we got all three of them. Wow, that was pure luck. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. Alright, I'm gonna super launch myself with the boss. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and get super launched that way. So I can start absorbing some of this gunk from the start. Okay, now I'm gonna take his laser and I'm gonna pinpoint it right here. So it destroys all of those enemies so they can't do anything to me while I pull this lever. I'm gonna run over to the other side, and now there's gonna be some turrets that have set themselves up.
One more.
And we're gonna set the laser right there. This will allow me to not get touched by any enemies. And time is gonna be happening in about 10 seconds. Okay.
Time to end this.
3, 2, 1, time. Went a little over, yeah. Went over 2 minutes, but yeah, we did it. End of the run, all done. Now I can quit out to main menu and it'll start the end credits. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you all so much for having me here. I had an absolute blast, and I cannot wait for my next run tomorrow. Everybody, please get some sleep, get some rest. Tora, thank you for hosting this. It's been really fun. I need to give my hands a rest. I'm gonna go put some menthol rub on them, and I'm gonna get myself some sleep. So I'm out of here, guys. Have a great one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right. With that, we are going to conclude this day. So thank you so much for all the runners that showed up today. Thank you once again to Song for stepping in and doing these runs in place of all the other runs. It's unfortunate that some of the runs have dropped for today, but you know, things happen, and one of them is for very personal circumstances. So yeah. So yeah, once again, thank you, Song. Everyone be sure to follow Song. Oops, if I could type properly. There. Um, alright. So I am going to find someone to send you over to for night. It looks like Chubbis is doing some Ghouls and Ghosts runs, so I'm gonna send you over to smash that button, hit that bell. I'm gonna send you over to his stream. Let's see if I can type this properly. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.